it took up, I'm a 110 room property, they took up 80+% of the hotel during that time. And it's more of a social event for them. Some of their sales managers, I think if they exceeded or met goals, it was a reward trip to Memphis Barbecue versus taking them to Hawaii or
So you
someplace
do
like that.
sell out,
Yes.
so
Yes.
that there is a strong impact for you.
Yes, I don't tend to have a lot more I don't tend to have the team staying with me. I have corporate sponsorships and corporate level type people. But yes, I sell out. Am I the first one to sell out? No, because I'm running $435, $499 per night. But I do sell out.
Yes.
What is the Memphis Attraction group's plan for marketing to native Memphians who might not want to go to Graceland or might not really feel like they need to go to Graceland or Stax or the National Civil Rights Museum? What's the plan for marketing to them?
That's something that we deal with every year. I said years ago, Lisa and I sat on the board together. It has been a challenge as far as educating Memphians the importance of them supporting the attractions. And so you have different organizations like New Memphis does a huge thing at the AutoZone Park, and it's marketed to Memphians, and it's highlighting not only the attractions but also different organizations that we have in Memphis. Our goal is to continue to promote that. We have Tourism Week where we highlight different attractions, different places to Memphians, and so just making sure we keep it key areas and putting it out. It's part of our mission, and it's a continuous thing as we're ensuring that Memphians know about these attractions and they are enjoying it. Most of the time when I ask students, when the last time you've been to Stags, and when I was in school, you're now, 20 plus years old. Or we get, when I have company in town, that's when you bring them in. So our goal is to continue to do that and work in collaboration with Memphis Tourism and other associations to push that.
Another thing we like to try to promote, and it all depends on how many advertising dollars we have left at the end of the budget, but we have a super cool gift store, and so we promote what you can come and shop and buy, whether it's musical, t-shirts, caps, backpacks. So not only do you have to come to the museum to experience the tour that you feel like you may have seen 8 years ago, and it's going to be hard for us to convince you to pay $13 to come through again, but come shop any day. So we celebrate Record Store Day, just like independent record stores all over the United States. We have a record swap in the middle of the summer where record collectors all come together, they rent tables, and it's sort of like a record flea market. So we try to be as original and creative as we can be. I'm going to put this out there. If y'all know of anything we can do to get Memphians to come check these great places out, let us know. We're
Yeah, Graceland just had Scouts Day, and
Yeah,
so
they've been doing that for
they've been doing that for years. And so Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, I've been a Girl Scout mama, and then I used to be a Girl Scout leader. We did that, and a lot of our girls. You know how many Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts are here in the Memphis area? And we say Memphis because our areas also include North Mississippi, and then Boy Scouts also includes part of Arkansas. So it's we're pulling from those areas that are right here. And so that's huge Scout Day, and each year they're getting more and more people into that. Those are locals right there.
What else we got for these nice folks? Questions, comments? Anybody need a job? Need a new job, upgrade job?
Yeah, you talk about that, and I see on television people at McDonald's wanting $15 an hour minimum wage, right? I think they deserve. It's got to be hard standing over a griddle flipping hamburgers all day, but just think how much fun it is to stand behind a register or stand in front of a mural of a wall and tell somebody the story of the building they're walking into, because they can't wait to get in the door. You're not selling shoes. You're welcoming people that are excited to be coming to see you. And we pay a great starting wage, and we have a little cap, a few bucks above that, but if you're looking for 15, 20, 25 hours a week to supplement, I think it's got to be at the top of the list of places I would go and start putting my application in.
This,
Doug, any final words?
You have another
Oh,
question?
another question?
Yeah.
this is just a bring, you know, Miss Cynthia, that I work at Peabody. Where is the Peabody on that? Cause you know, you said you had members, like for attractions, non-attractions, and then for the Peabody, cause it's a hotel, but it also has the Ducks. Where is it, is this on the members attraction?
We actually consider Peabody a hotel as far as our association, so we're on that level. And one thing I like about the Attractions Association, non-attractions, we can be very active, just like I'm president. We have so many attractions on the board, and you can't exceed that. But it is also an attraction when it comes to Memphis tourism. And if you look in the magazine, that's called the tourism guide, the Ducks are part of an attraction. But for our association, we count it as a hotel, and their membership is based on that.
Yeah, Chris, I have a challenge for them. If you don't mind, this is the easy part of the challenge. Will you just take one and pass it around? I would like to invite all of y'all, whenever you have a chance, to come out and see the store and experience the store. They were talking about experiential, and that's what the real part of the transformation that's going on now. A generation or two ago, a tourist attraction would be a static museum. No knock against the static museum, where you go and you read and it's interactive. But the tourists today, they want to get involved. They want to get experiential, and they want to get their bikes out, and they want to go riding, and they want to go to that forest. And so I just want to challenge you all. I'd love to invite you to come to the store. It says on the article, y'all have heard of Tennessee Farm Bureau Insurance. They came out about 5 years ago and did an interview with us and did a feature story in the magazine. 650,000 copies. But at that time we closed at 5. During the week we closed at 2. But a couple of years ago I heard the end of an interview, and this is the challenge. I want y'all to think about this, because whether it's the store or Sun or the Peabody or the Hugh or Stax, whatever you choose, that's a platform. And that platform is where you can take Calvin Coolidge's advice of only one chance to make a first impression and embrace that opportunity to be the ambassador of who you choose to associate your passion with. But I heard this interview, and they were asking this guy, what do you see as the #1 threat to health in America? He had just met with the Surgeon General. Is it cardiovascular? Is it lung disease? Is it diabetes? He went through this whole spectrum of things that are in the top 10, and the Surgeon General told this guy that the #1 threat to health in America today is isolationism. And I thought, how can that be when we're all so connected, when we're all so informed and communicating, but we're doing it in isolation? And what we have to do is get out there. And this same guy, I kept listening because I was really impressed with what he was saying. I even went and bought his book. The name of the book is Thank You for Being Late. It's Jonathan Friedman. But he said in the 19th century, mankind made a living with their hands. In the 20th century, mankind made a living with their minds. And his point was that in the 21st century, mankind will make his living and her living with his heart. And that's what I'm trying to stress to you all about that authenticity, about that passion, about that embrace that seize it, don't waste it, make it count, whether it's a store or a restaurant or a hotel or whatever you fall in love with. Whatever you fall in love with, turn that into your paycheck and share that with your passion with those 11.8, soon to be 15, soon to be 20 million tourists a year coming to Memphis, dropping $10 billion. Part of that's got your name on it. Go get it. Go get it. And don't be afraid. Just do it. and come see us at the store, and thank you.
Let's hear it for these nice folks.